What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I was tasked with doing something tonight and I couldn't rest, so I figured I'd go ahead and get this out to you all. It's been sitting heavy on my heart, and I will make this a kiss template. It will only be $5 because I really want you all to be able to use this to spread the message and make our businesses and our voices present and heard in a way that can be impactful. So this is one of those moments where it gets me a little serious and emotional, but that is good. It's a human experience, and it's something that we need to be able to convey to others. So this is a really simple template just to get those of you who want an additional flair but don't need all the bells and whistles for the typical Photoshop templates. This is that keep it simple sublimator template, okay? So those of you that are here today have finding their way, and Sheikah B, hey loves, let me know what color combinations you might want to see this in, because I'm going to show you live how to change out the colors. And that way, if you're here and you're giving me these color suggestions, I'll also give you a coupon code to get the template for free for pretty much helping me work through it and helping me teach others. Okay, so right now I chose the red and the black and the white, mainly being a symbolic black and white thing, and not just about race, but those are just the basic neutral colors. And then the red is to me to represent bloodshed, but it can also, just represent passion. Um, some people may look at it and say, well, that's what we all bleed. We all bleed red, regardless of whether we're black and white. So that was my little symbolism there. But I know that you all probably want to see different colors, and I want to make sure that I show you how to do it and also accommodate those that just will not open up Photoshop, but maybe they'll purchase the PNG. I'll make PNG kind of pre-made colorways for those who will do a PNG and put it on a shirt. Okay. Oh no, love, you're not late. You're right on time. You're right on time. Okay, so this was just kind of a sporadic thing anyhow, so I'm glad to see you all here. Let's go with what color combinations you all might want to see. And let me see if I can pull up the Facebook post without dragging us down, because I want to say, what was it? Ashley said she wanted to see purple. Yep, Ashley says purple and black and white. And I'm always into like leaving the neutral colors and then just changing my pop color. But either way it goes, when you open up this template, you'll see the text, and then there's a couple of different ways the text presents. Right now it has an effect on it where it has a color overlay and it has a little drop shadow on it, so it makes it kind of pop off in the background. But you can completely turn the background off and turn off the effects, and it's a flat file. I'll probably also make it a SVG cut file, but I like to do it a little bit extra and draw attention. So I have this background kind of watercolor paint splash theme going on here, and you can change the colors of it here. So let's do, and you can also change the color of the text by double clicking here on the color overlay, and that way you have another element of design. So instead of white, let's say I'm going to do, let's say I was going to do blue. And the blue, this dark blue with this drop shadow doesn't really work, but I'm just showing you that you can do a color overlay. And then you can kind of make your own variations, build on it how you want to. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to keep the text white because I like that it makes it look like it kind of sees through the background image. So I'm going to leave it white, and then we're just going to focus on these colors. Okay. All right, so I have purple and black as a request, And then what I'll do, I'm going to turn off the background layer so I can just save these as PNGs as I go. So color overlay, I'm going to double click on that. If I had an image to go by, I might choose from, like, you know, if someone gave me a pair of sneakers they wanted to match, or if they had their logo, like their company logo, you can put your company logo on there if that's a message you want for, you know, your company to stand behind. But yeah, definitely if you have a brand, this is a way to incorporate those colors and that sort of thing. So if I call that, it's a good little medium purple there. And I'll make that version. And all I'm going to do is just go ahead and export these or save as PNGs. And then I'm going to put the color behind it. And let's see, next color. Orange, black, and white. And then also, I mean, you have your team colors too. So, you know, certain people, and this is something where it's really odd to see how we'll bring together unity out of the chaos. So people will group together in their local areas, and maybe that local area is the Bengals might be their, you know, pride of their team. So maybe that color really resonates with the area. So if you can, in your local area, figure out what colors really resonate with your area, and it may be like your high school team colors, it might be if you have a NFL, NBA team in your town, and you're just using the colors, you're not, you know, putting the logos on this or anything. So you can evoke that emotion from the sports fanatics and also tie that into the cause and the message here. So let's see, we're going to do orange, black, and white. So this is what I'm going to do. Since I have you all here tonight, what I'm going to do is, once we get done with this live, I'm going to do these color combinations. And basically, I'm going to add each of these colors to only the top layer. So we're going to keep the black and white. And then what we'll do is, well, maybe not, because then there's some colors that look really good combined. We'll see. So that's purple. Let's add a new one. Let's do the orange. And I have a special surprise for you all that are here with me tonight, because y'all didn't have to jump on this live at almost midnight with me just to console my concerns and my little restless mind right now. So that's orange. Export. Or I'll just do save as. I just have to make sure that I save it as a PNG, because I'll miss and save it as a million different. Let's sort by. There you go. So PNG, and then this one's going to be orange. Let's see what else we have. Gray and blue. And as a matter of fact, the background is black, but you can do a couple of things. You can change it to a gray, or you can change the opacity. So we can bring the opacity of any of these layers down. I'll turn on the white background so you can see what I'm saying. So just changing the opacity here, and there are actually two backgrounds. One kind of looks like, I picked it because it kind of looks like concrete, reminds me of the pavement. And then there's another one on top that kind of adds to that and makes it a little bit darker. So you can change the opacity of those things too. I really want you to just use this as an opportunity to play with a very simple file that has a lot of impact, that will probably resonate with a lot of you just because of the message, so it'll make you play with it. So it's a good tool to learn as well. I always say that whatever sparks you is a good teacher. So it encourages you to learn and apply yourself. All right, so I have orange. Let's see, we're going to do a gray and blue. So if I wanted to change the background to gray, I can go to my color overlay. Right now I have black. I'm going to choose a new one, and let's choose a gray instead. And then my final back one, I can turn it off just so I can see. And let's do the blue as the color overlay up front. And I try to choose my blues a little bit lower. I don't like to get close to those purples. And I'm just arbitrarily choosing some colors. But like I said, if you have something to choose from, such as like team colors or that sort of thing, team colors are probably large to select colors because they're universal. I'm going to change this to 72. Might get it a little bit higher. You have to be careful with these blues that have too much magenta in them because Photoshop will read it, or not Photoshop, your printer will read it as more of a purple, and you may get those issues. I think we have like a royal blue there, and this could go for like, you know, cowboys or something. I'm gonna double click on that gray, so I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter gray to kind of mimic that silver gray they use. And I'll export that one. And let's see. We have purple, purple and blue. Oh, that could be an interesting combination. I leave the middle one white just because it gives me a little bit of a contrast between the two colors. So let's add a new layer. But you understand the concept here. All I'm doing is doing a color overlay. And it's just that simple. So we're going to do a purple and a blue. And let's say I might want to do some pastels. Now this is going to be something you all will be able to play with. So if I don't get exactly what color you were saying, I'm just giving you the idea that you can make this whatever color you can even imagine. And for the blue, I'm going to kind of give this more of a kind of a pastel colorway. We'll do this one as 4 teal, blue, black, and white. So we're back to the black and white, and you see now I have my my black and white saved as my colorway, so I can bring my black back and change my previous color. Let's do, guess I saved over my red. I didn't mean to. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another one that is red. So we keep that one. And then this new one, we're gonna do a teal. So I like teals too. So you can go with, the darker you do it, the less of an impact it's gonna make. So you can choose your colors. I say check team colors. So let me show you a shortcut here. And I have to bring this up over on this next window. But if you type in teamcolorcodes.com, this is a great way to get color code inspirations and grab these hex codes. So what team is like teal and black? I can't think. No, Jaguars. Probably. I don't know if I spelled that right. Yep. So I might want a Jaguars teal. And I'm not telling you to do this so that you can replicate these team designs and stuff. What I'm saying is that people relate to team colors. So if somebody tells you, oh, like a Jacksonville Jaguars teal, that's one type of teal. Eagles teal, I think Philadelphia Eagles has a different type of teal color. Let's see. It's more like a green, I believe. Yeah. So that's a different, they might not even call it teal. That's teal. They're going to call this midnight green, but that looks like a teal to me. So I'm just saying that to say, get your inspirations from what your customer understands, because I like to boast about like how I can name colors, or, you know, oh, that's cerulean blue, or that's magenta, that sort of thing. But your customer doesn't understand about that. They'll understand a sports team reference, or like a logo reference, like like the McDonald arches yellow. There you go. And most times you can find a hex code for that. When you find that hex code, copy it, and paste it. So I'm going to go back to my color overlay there, and I can paste that hex code right there where that pound sign is. And see how those are totally different teals there? All right, and then another thing that I'd like to do, I think I'm gonna go with the lighter teal there, and then let's do a lighter gray. I think I like that one better. So this is just some ways that I'm throwing the PNGs out there just as examples for you all, so that you don't get stuck just seeing something one way. I really want you to get into the habit of creating your own rendition of anything that I put out there. I don't want you to be afraid to change it. Now, yes, you can change the words. This is a font that I created. It's called the Thank Me Repeat Mirror font. So if you want to, you can absolutely come in here and change the words. Here, I'll show you an example right now. Duplicate the layer. So you will have to purchase the font in order to change the words, but right now I have all the fonts as only $3 because they're really, I think, supposed to be $10, and originally they were $20. And I've been taking them down to give you all a chance to really build up your templates, build up your confidence in Photoshop, and that way you kind of have a little less excuses to get your designs going. So let's say that we wanted to say, to write George's name. We could do that, scale it accordingly, and it is editable. You just type one time and it's going to repeat it for you. And that's the font. So you can even do this in Microsoft Word. You can do this in PowerPoint, Silhouette, whatever. I don't know if you can bring fonts in Silhouette. I'm pretty sure you can. But wherever you can bring a font and download it and use it in that program, you can create this mirror font instantly. Okay. Oh yeah, I should know I got some saints in the building. Definitely. Who that nation? All right, so I'm going to turn that one off. Then you'll know that it's editable because you'll see a T here to change that. So let's do, oh, I like that idea, like a pink, turquoise, yellow. So let's change like each color so that we don't have any neutrals. Let's just do it big. So we'll go to the effects. I'm going to add a new color overlay. And this one, let's say we'll do like a hot pink. And I'm just arbitrarily changing these colors. The best thing to do is pull something in to give you like a little color reference. So let's do hot pink. Middle color, I'm going to keep it, well, usually I keep it white to keep it safe, but let's go ahead and do a color overlay to this one, see what we come up with. And instead of the pink, let's do, like you said, the yellow. Want a nice bright yellow, maybe even a neonish. Okay, so we have yellow, and then maybe for this color, just say pink, yellow. Let's see what the turquoise looks like. The back color. We'll double click the color overlay, add a new color, and let's do, if I save that hex code, there's a turquoise, but we might want it like a little more like, yeah, more vibrant turquoise. And then yet still you have another color in the back that you can, I don't have this as a color overlay, but I can certainly add a color overlay here. And let's say, let's do orange just for the heck of it. And what I want you to know for this back layer, I have I'm going to turn this one off for just a second so you can see, and turn the white on. So I want you to see that I have a layer mask on this background layer. And what that layer mask does is it makes it a little more transparent, kind of makes it look like concrete. So I'm going to disable the layer mask there, and then you have the full mask effect. So if you want it to really be full color, full fledged, that's what you'll do. And then if you want it to have that kind of that watercolor-esque vibe, then you would add the slate mask to it, or add the layer mask to the slate mask layer. So this in and of itself is a way to really play with this, get some ideas for how you would even manipulate files in Photoshop. And I think I'm gonna make this pink color a little bit different. Maybe even more of like a rosy pink. Yeah. So like I said, if you had a pair of sneakers or something, bring them in. I've been showing you how to match sneakers lately. Bring a pair of sneakers in there and just match those colors up. So I'm going to take the background out so I can save it as a PNG. Export, save for web. Okay. 500. And let me see a couple more. Oh, this is JPEG. I don't want to save it as a JPEG. I was doing PNG. And let's do the black and gold. Let me see if I have any other. Yes, Shay, I do. I sell this font. It's online on innatelab.com. It's $3. I have the mirror it font, and then there's also a mirror font. Let me show you what that one looks like that you can duplicate. I'll duplicate this layer and show you the other mirror font. It does like a split. If I can spell. So this is the split version of the font, where it basically just does like the half at the top and the bottom. So that font is also available. It's $3. But I try to keep it simple and only put one font in here. Keep it to where you just get used to changing out colors. Oh, let me show you something else you can do. I'm going to delete that one so it doesn't confuse you. You also have the option to activate this gradient layer here. And what the gradient layer does is it kind of fades off from the bottom to the top. And if I even take off the color overlay and the drop shadow there, you can kind of see how that really affects it there. So some people were asking me, how you can fade it off. You can also do a color overlay that fades from one color to another, or a gradient overlay, excuse me, instead of a color overlay. So if we go to gradient overlay, I'm just showing you all the ways you can play with this and make it your own, because I really want to see y'all make it your own. We'll just do a normal color overlay, and then I can choose one of my many different colorways here. That one's a real pretty one. And what I'll do is I'm going to shut off the background right now, shut on the white, and you can see with just doing a gradient, no splash background, anything like that, you can really, and I'll also disable this layer mask, so you can see how you can do a gradient and it looks totally different too. So I'll export that one to PNG. Like I said, I could sit here and make color combinations and PNGs all day, and I would charge someone like $5 for every color change. So this is an opportunity for you to have one file that you can change yourself, and you can use this for other purposes as well. Like you're asking if you can type and edit this text, absolutely. So this is a very multi-purpose type of product. I'm going to go ahead and activate my basic colors here. Let's bring back our splash there. One, I think I had, oops, my back color was black, and then my middle color was the white. And for the foreground, I'm going to bring back my effects there and my drop shadow. And then for the back color, I'm going to take off the color overlay. And I'm also going to show you that, let's say if you wanted to put a photo on here, I'm not going to put a photo on here only because that would be like a personal kind of reference if you want to do that. But a lot of people are using his face, and this is what the power of saying someone's name is a form of power, and then an image is also a form of power. And I see this image used a lot. But I'm sure that there are several images that you might want to put on there, and you may want to even do a collage of different images to put on there. But let me see if, let's say I'll go ahead and I'll save this image. And we'll do remove BG. So I'm also showing you how you can use this to add photos to it. It's not just a text file. So I expect to see you all, do a lot with it. And let's see, let's go ahead and drag. I'll wait till I get to the remove background page. Just drag it and drop it. And we'll go ahead and download the high resolution version of it. Save that, and let's drag it, drop it into our template. And of course, right now it's in the layer with the effects. I'm going to drag it and bring it outside of here. But I just want you to see how you can edit this. So even, his name, if you wanted that to be in front, you can copy the layer style. So all of this will be in the template. Paste the layer style. And then that way you can kind of make your own statement shirt, and it doesn't have to be just one photo. Like, you can literally watermark in the background photos of a lot of the individuals who have gone through this same atrocity, and it would be heartbreaking too to have to pull that together. But I mean, it is what it is when you have to make a point and get your message across. So I'm going to grab my paintbrush. I'm on my layer mask here, and let's make a bigger brush and make it softer. And I'm just going to kind of fade off the edges down here. And I'll leave that on for you all if you all want to put the photo on there. Okay. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a deal with you all because I have 27 people watching right now, and it is mid to the night, okay? I am going to post this template as soon as I get off of this live. I'm going to post this template and for 1 hour, because I know it might not immediately go up and y'all will be refreshing on my page like crazy. Do not tell anyone, even in the group, because if they are on this live, they don't get this privilege. Do y'all hear me? Matter of fact, if you understand, if you hear me right now, not to share this with anyone else, go ahead and type a 1. 1 means you understand. Yes, I understand. Before I tell y'all what it is, I want to understand that we have an understanding. All right. So I'm getting some ones. I'm getting some understandings. Okay. I am going to make this template free for 1 hour. Be Photoshop free for 1 hour. That's it. Don't tell nobody. This is just for you all. I shouldn't have more than 27 people downloading it when I post it, because more than 27 people should know about it. Okay, so I'm going to post it, and then what I would love for you all to do is show me your color combinations But be very careful. When you save something, save it at a low resolution so that people cannot steal your work. You understand? Watermark it, do whatever you have to do, but I just want to see what your color combinations are, so maybe I can incorporate those as PNGs that I can make available to people who just won't be able to access Photoshop, okay? So you're going to be helping me pick colorways. I'm going to be helping you with a file that will probably have you staying up all night as well, okay? And yes, the SVG, so that I'll make an SVG version as well, and it'll just be like black and white, and you can cut it and make it into vinyl and do whatever you want to do with it. But the file that I'm about to post right now is going to be a Photoshop file, and y'all make me proud, okay? Like I'm really, like, I'm touched by your support. I'm touched by all the stuff that's going on right now and how much we can do as a community. So I want to see us working together and winning, okay? All right, so let me get off of here so I can go ahead and upload this file so y'all can get it before y'all fall asleep. Do y'all have any other questions or anything that you want to add before I post this? Oh, also, no sharing or selling any artwork files that you get from me. Now, if you create it from scratch by what you learned from me, that's a different story. But if you ever get a template from me, I have in the disclaimer that you cannot sell it, share it for free, or any variation of it as a template, a PNG, or even a transfer. So you can't sell transfers like this either. So y'all keep that in mind. I just want to make sure we're always clear and 100, okay? Name the font again. It is called, the font is, let's go back to it. The breathe. It is the Thank Me Repeat mirror font. And then the secondary font that you saw that was split half and half, that was called the Thank Me Repeat Mirror Split font. No, Tiffany, you're not going to need a code. You made it right on time, love. You're not going to need a code. I'm literally going to make it $0 so that there's going to be nobody that can't get it right now, nobody that's staying up, panicking because the code didn't work and you know all the other stuff we've been dealing with. So I'm going to literally make it $0 and I will count down an hour and then I will shut it off, okay? And then after that, it'll be $5, okay? So I'm still going to make this very affordable because, like I said, I want this to be your excuse, your passion, your motivation to play with a really fun and impactful file, okay? All right, love, so let me get off so I can do what I need to do. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button and hit the bell for notifications because I'm going to be doing more giveaways and incentives to my lives because I want to see y'all live. Y'all help me and inspire me. So I got to find a way to make y'all be my friend and come on my lives, okay? All right, loves, good night. And I thank y'all for staying up with me and helping to motivate me through these times. All right, loves. And just for now, bye.